We are over halfway done with the year, so how's your reading challenge going? Let's talk about mine. Hello and welcome back to my planner desk. This is my reading journal, and I regret to inform myself that this will not be as I planned for 2026. I really thought, I'll just use this very beautiful reading cover from the Happy Planner, and it's got the tabs, and we'll do, 2025, and then the next tab would be 2026, and I'm not going to do it. Why? Because I have been bit by the creative journaling bug and the Archer and Olive wonderfulness, but that's for next year. For this year, we are here. So it's been a while. I always fall a little bit behind, especially in the summertime, when it comes to updating my reading journal. And because this guy's a little bit bigger, I want to make sure I can fit you guys there. All right, so I did spend some time while I was watching my Gilmore Girls, refilling this out, because a lot of times I'm looking at my phone to fill it out and I don't want to bring my laptop up to my planner desk. All of the excuses, I know. But you will see that I kept June and July the same color because 2 books I finished in June. I only completed 1 whole book in June. I only completed 1 book in July. And then all of a sudden I started A Court of Thorns and Roses, and bam-o! Off to the races we were again. But I was also going back to school, so I had 2 audiobooks during this time as well. So there's my shelf. These are printables, by the way. This is why you see the cut lines, and at some point I will erase them all. That's not today. Or I'll put stickers over them. I haven't decided exactly. They don't bother me that much. But these are printables from Lights Planner Action. You can also get the physicals of them as well. And I did number because my goal is to read 40 books this year. So I got to get to there. If I can get to there, I will feel very good. I will feel very good. And I'm well on my way. I updated my library log. I've been really using the Libby app, especially now that I have a Kindle. And I'm so proud of my reading log because I am a mood reader, and it's been nice this year to really enjoy reading, to really just sit down and have it be an enjoyment thing, and wanting to read more, which we'll get to some challenges in a second. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I haven't finished updating the audiobooks because I've just had a lot, but I love the audiobook page. I think it's super cute. And I do a lot of audiobooks. I have not added any more reviews since the last time I did the reviews. So there you go. And I don't really plan on it either. I have 2 pages left. I can always print out more. Here's my TBR. It's quiet. I have other Sarah J. Maas books in here, but then I can do the Positive Dog. I finished the Positive Dog. I don't have that. I'll do that later. I forgot that I did that one. So, okay, maybe it's not so bad. And then we come to my challenge boards. And I'm going to say I might be putting some of these challengey things aside and be okay with that. I mean, there's some things I'm going to still try. See what I can get done. We still have a ton of... we still have a ton of time. Well, not a ton, but stuff. The one that I want to really focus on is the bingo. So I feel like, Court of Thorns and Roses inspires new beginnings, specifically for Feyre. Probably the whole series, but there you go. I have been trying to listen to Wuthering Heights, and am I missing something? This book is referenced in so many other novels, and I was like, all right, we're gonna listen to this one, and I'm like, but why? And so I might have to pick a different one. Maybe I'm not ready for it. I don't know. Magical realism, Rage and Ruin, I put for that one. So if I can get a science fiction about AI, then I've got a bingo there. If I do a recommended by technically, A Court of Thorns and Roses have been recommended by many friends. So that's a possibility. So there could be a bingo there. I haven't looked at the comic book club pick. That's where I actually made the bingo board and the reading challenge. I just pulled 25 things from there. Jules is like, I don't know if I really wanted to do this. Young adult fantasy, technically the series is, so Grace and Glory could go there. Huh, well there you go. I have realized there's more in here than I thought. Then I will say the keyword challenge took a snooze, mostly because the books that I had found for June and July, I am still on a waiting list for, and they're the ones that I really want to read in that keyword area. So I may have decided that we're done with keywords. I need to highlight these guys. Do I have one of my highlighters here? What do I got? Oh, blue will work. Blue will work. Or do I use purple? I don't know. Which one should I use? These are the only two I have up here, so let's use purple. Oh wait, no, I've got to do pink because I'm doing, never mind. Gotta wait till I go back downstairs. It's color-coded, friends, for 2025. So I'm on book 3 right now. Oh, so good. Anyway, I do want to add a new challenge, though, to get me set up for next year. And my dear Tracy at A Girl with Plans, who does all of her fabulous creative journaling things, has always talked about the magical readathon, and I finally, over Labor Day weekend, decided to be like, hey, I've got pink eye and sinus infection. I have nothing else to do than watch YouTube and read books. Let's find out what this is all about. And now I'm addicted. So I decided, I went through, I can't do links right now in my description, so I apologize for that. Here's my ginormous arc punch. Let's zoom out a little bit more, because he's big. And I didn't print it out on my nice printer paper like the one I typically use, but that's okay. But the Magical Readathon is kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons role-playing reading thing. But don't let that scare you if it does, because you don't have to be that into role-playing to enjoy this reading challenge. So basically, there's a mythical land called Aldia, and in this mythical land is a school. And you, your character, whatever, have to follow a path to get to said school. You don't have to, but I looked up the backlog of things, so I was like, oh, I'll spend the rest of this year before January doing the novice path. So that's what I plan on doing. So it says, to prove yourself on the path, you must showcase exceptional skill or wit on at least 2 occasions, meaning that out of the challenges listed, you must complete 2 prompts. I'll come back to that. Successfully to reach the Aurelium Academy. Of course, if you have the wish or capacity, you can always aim for more. Each prompt requires a separate book. The Novice Path journey ends at midnight, September 30th. Okay, so originally when they did this, it was in 1 month. This was back in, like, I think 2022, if I remember from the files. I'm choosing to do it as I would like to use this to go through the rest of my 2025 and see if I can finish all of these prompts before I go into Aurelium. So here are the prompts, and I've already got this one taken care of. The Novice Path entrance, you have to read a book with a map. There's a whole story too that goes with this. I did not print out the story to go in my reading journal, but I may. I don't know. The next destination is the Ashtorn Tree, a book that keeps tempting you or is at the top of your TBR, so I'll grab a book from my TBR list. The Mists of Solitude, read a standalone. A lot of my non-fictions are standalone, so that works. Ruin of the Sky, read a book featuring ghost, haunted house, or other supernatural elements. Ooh. Obsidian Falls, read a thriller or mystery book. I'm not a huge thriller or mystery book person, but I will say sometimes, like, I read or listened to First Lie Wins, which I think would be considered a thriller because it was like a whodunit and all that. So if I can find something in that similar vein, I'd be good. Tower of Rumination, read a 5-star prediction. Aurelium Academy arc, book with a school setting. I want to reread Twilight. I am a nerd. There you go. The character creation, however, lasts until April. 2022. I was like, I knew it was in there. So you can either incorporate the choices into your future reading list, or if you crave a challenge, add it to your September one. So they did this all in 1 month originally. No. I'm gonna take my sweet time on this novice path. For more details on the character creation, please check the Scholar's Key document, as well as the brief history of Aldea and Aurelium. Choose one from each category by fulfilling the prompt assigned to it. So they have background, and that's like wilding, read a book largely set in the forest or outside. So that's like, are you more of a wild, like you don't know where you were born, you're not, in a city or anything like that. Urban, book set in a city or town. I think I need to do forest, because I've already picked that my person's one of the earth magic people, and I let Canva create a character drawing. Canva did not disappoint. I'm not going to be able to say these words correctly, and I apologize, but these are the 4 provinces. I'll pause here so that you can see them. Read a book set in the desert. Read a dark academia. Read a book that features fae or elven characters. Read a book from an ongoing series. So I feel like I'm supposed to only pick one, but like I've got those 2 down. Heritage. So if I'm an earthling, I need to read a book with elemental magic or an element word in the book series title, like air, fire, earth, or water. So yeah. There's the rest of it. So dwarf, you read science fiction. Elf, moon or stars on the cover or a title. Human, read a contemporary / nonfiction. I can't say that. Someone will. Tracy, can you say them all? I don't know. Book with a crow on the cover or title, or a red cover book. And then I want to say that's Skymorn. Read one of the oldest books you own or have on your TBR. So it's supposed to look like it was folded up and put, in a letter. So this is going to be really fun, and I already know what journal I'm going to use. I can't show it to you yet because it's not in my hand. It's currently still in the mail. But if you've seen the Archer and Olive sub box for September, you might know what journal I'm going to use. You might not. There's 2 in there. It could be either one. So that is an update on my reading journal. Hopefully I'll be able to update you more. I can't wait to do the setup for my next year based on this whole thing. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. As always, I love having you here at my planner desk with me and listening to me say silly things. Anyway, all right, I'll catch you next time.